Another hero that takes advantage of Chen creeps, I guess. You've got an arrow, you've got an infest. One by one, you're killing those magic resistance creeps, man.
If only we had magic damage, then there'd be a point. The Radiance, that will be the burn.
Well, there's definitely got to be some sort of big hero coming out last pick for Unknown, and that is something that Fnatic will have to think long and hard about.
I think they'll ban Storm, probably. That just feels like best of one hero with a lifestealer, gank potential of an axe. Just feels like how they'd want to play this game.
Especially since they only have, well, with the Chen right now, they don't have a hero that actually provides a disable. And they are going to go for that Faceless Void.
So
I mean,
this,
that's fine.
I mean, because I guess this will be Ice Tiny and maybe the Moon mid Jaro, because Moon's done. He's done that before.
That's what I would like. I'd like to see Ice on the Tiny, and then I would put DJ on something that can like play like Alina. I think would be the best hero.
And I feel you are. I don't know. I feel if you're Unknown, it's sort of like why didn't you guys take the Void instead of like the Lifestealer? It seems weird in this day and age to favor Lifestealer when there's a Void in the pool, and especially when the enemy can pick the Void against you.
Yeah, no, you're like,
and now you've got a Void against the Lifestealer. It's
maybe that's why these teams are in the lower bracket. Best of one, Owen.
Yeah, Owen, you could be in the upper bracket if you were on these teams.
You know, it would be too easy. You know, I don't want to make these guys look bad.
It's
you know,
so nice.
I talked with the others. You know, when sort of Secret and OG said they were taking a break, I was like, well, I was going to start my pro career, but I'll also sort of take my feet off the pedal as well.
Yeah.
I won't enter.
So good of you.
Jeez, that would be such a greedy lineup. They banned the Enigma.
I mean that's what we're saying about this
Chen
Lina, though.
Enigma, 4-5.
It's not a DJ hero like the Lina, but I like it. Just please pick a Yule's hero. Just like ruins their game. I feel like their game's just done at that point.
Yeah.
Wait, is ABBA still in? Could you?
What ABBA for?
What?
Yeah, but
Oh, I was thinking like ABBA for like Fnatic. You could like go with the DJ Tiny and then just pick the ABBA, and then like the fights are just so hard. But then they wouldn't have much damage for Chrono, so
Yeah.
I'm just fine with the DJ hero last year. They banned the sniper.
Well, there is still that Storm Spirit. I mean, I'm okay with it for Unknown.
These fools!
Did they not know about the Storm Spirit Lifestealer duo?
Look, dude, he's confident. I'll give him that.
no, he's just like, we gave him a Void. What are we doing? Why did we pick the Void?
Did you guys know Void wasn't banned?
Why didn't you
know.
say something?
Why didn't
Who
somebody
said
say
Void was
something?
banned? Someone said it was banned. Oh, no. Wow.
I mean, they're high spirits. High spirits in the best of one.
Or some other, are there any other decent fours you'd like to be able to see?
Who else buys Yules? Leshrac is still in?
I mean, do you want someone else for the Magic community of the Lifestealer? I mean, what you got at the moment? Just the Chrono, right? Is there anything else?
I like Leshrac because he's super fast. All right, it's a DJ Tiny.
And what are these lines? Oh my God!
I mean, Timber. Okay,
I mean,
three
like
strength
Unknown's
heroes?
lineup is like straightforward, but not the best heroes.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Fnatic's getting some of the best heroes, but not straightforward at all.
No, it's just like, what are we doing?
All right, well, it's greedy, but we'll
Where are we going to go here for this last pick? The mid laner. What do they want to do? What's the plan? I mean, as you see, you will imagine that it is going to be the Jaro mid.
I mean, they have so little lockdown. Why not Storm Spirit at this point?
Oh,
okay. They're going to get an option to be able to break the Timbersaw.
I like it. Not necessarily a great hero, but yeah, that breaks great against the Timber and the Void as well. You get that poison now. Suddenly the Void, before he has a BKB, is doing very little damage to anyone, and even in the Chrono, of course, as long as you can get that poison out.
Their cooldowns are very low. They can keep playing aggressive outside of the Chrono timings. Can they slow down Moon enough?
I don't know. I have to say, like, I appreciate the straightforwardness of Unknown's lineup.
Yeah.
You know? It's
You're
not
not
much,
wrong.
but it's a simple, honest, hard-working draft for
sorting
you.
out
You
sort
know?
of 2015.
Let's just do it normal style. Let's draft ourselves a regular
Yeah.
Blink Dagger offlane initiator. Let's have a nice little combo with the Lifestealer. Let's get just a mid that counter some of their heroes.
They got the Corolla,
Easy.
you know? Very basic level, easy maintenance, and Fnatic.
Meanwhile, Fnatic trying to shove as many meta heroes into this draft as possible.
Yeah, very fancy stuff. But if it breaks down, it's real expensive to fix. That's where the troubles will begin for Fnatic.
Oh.
All right, well, Owen.
I mean,
you lean one way or the other? It's
got to be Fnatic all the way. They were allowed to get a Void very late in the draft. And if this does go past 30 minutes, they're going to be running, you know, they've got a Void and a Gyro. Sort of this dual carry that's going to have a very nice time. It's a great game for the Chrono where you've got at least 3 melee heroes. I mean, even the Viper normally is sitting at the front of the fights trying to rely on the poison, so... And it's a 23 Savage. His Void's pretty darn solid.
He's
so
a good gamer.
Fnatic all the way for this best of one. Good luck to Team Unknown. I like that they picked the Lifestealer Viper. You know, they're saying, screw the meta. We're going to do what's best for us. But we've already seen some teams try that today, and it has ended in tears for them.
Trent, do you agree? Or you not at all concerned? It's an ice Timber Saw. Like, that hero can't die that often,
no,
you know?
I'm a little concerned for Fnatic. I feel like there's a Void and a Gyro. I think that their skill levels will allow them to properly space the farm out so that Moon's going to get enough farm and 23 Savage is going to get enough farm, and it'll be fine.
And Ice is going to get enough farm.
But I'm a little worried. I would put this, like, not a huge draft on Fnatic. I would say it's, like, maybe 55-45. I'm not that confident. If this was, like, 2 teams with no names, I would probably pick Unknown, to be honest. Yeah. I'm only leaning towards Fnatic because of the players, so I'm going Unknown. There.
Okay.
I'll break it. I can see this. I like this.
Damn, I thought I was going to be the person who was going to be the only one to go Unknown. But
you guys are both going Unknown. Well, thank you for making me look incredibly smart.
Fnatic's a better team, but I actually like
Yeah.
Unknown's draft a little bit more. Again, you know, simple, honest, straightforward draft. But none of that really matters because we're not the true experts here. It's actually going to be our casters. Lyrical with all his notes and Grant. I mean, you want to talk about Unknown. No man knows them better than Grant himself.
Grant himself, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, my goodness gracious, we're here. Game number 1 of a best of 1, and it is Unknown versus Fnatic. How you feeling, my man?
I am feeling pretty good. I mean, this team takes me back. It was the Frankfurt Major 2015, the first time an SA team went to one, and people were like, well, that was the Unknown roster. No, it was Greedy and Attune were both there. They were both dropping items on Newbie, very well known, and I'm curious. It is a very straightforward draft. They say you know what you have to get done on Radiant, but Fnatic, I think a lot of people would just consider them the overall better team, the more skilled team. Will their greed pay off? That's the question.
Absolutely. They were going with the car analogies earlier, talking about the Corolla of the Unknown. To me, kind of looks like a Pinto, not going to lie.
Yep.
A little ghetto at this moment. I feel like Axe has gotten punished so many times in the past. Just get like a Yule Scepter, and he's going to need to go for the BKB.
The Pinto, though? Come on. Doesn't that card like break down every 3 minutes you drive it?
I mean, we'll see how this game goes.
Literally blows up.
It's a big
making
problem.
them.
Yeah, it's illegal to drive those nowadays.
Is it really?
Sure. I'll say that.
I could see it. And it will be a 2-for-2 rune exchange.
Easy peasy. So the lineup of Mirana, Axe, already taking Battle Hunger early on and just want to run it. Mr. Savage, who hasn't had the best tournament so far.
He hasn't, no. And I would say on the other side, Widge, the one player, Argentinian player, one of the few, and he looked really good in the qualifiers. He played a lot of Lina and Lesh, a lot of these skill shot heroes, and he looked like an absolute beast. It felt like he carried them into this major, so I think they do have to dominate this top lane, but it's a friggin' Chen +1, and we talked about that.
Yeah,
it's just tough.
Amp up all the regen in the world. It's really difficult to punish away there, as already Ice getting some pressure on, and the toss back in trouble. Ice draws first blood. Who said he was having a bad tournament? This man's owning.
He is. Apparently this game, yeah, they just get a quick kill on a hero. I mean, when you have to go feast first to last hit and just harass, you're susceptible to Timbersaw just spamming Q.
And there were like a ton of creeps in there too. I can't believe DJ was able to find the toss back.
Yeah, nice play by him.
Oh god, the Pinto, it's happening.
Yeah, they do Attune. He's almost breaking down here, but we'll be okay for now. And that's scary because I remember Moon has been praised a lot. I mean, people even said Moon was better than Abed for a while in SEA. I know Sumail himself was like, Moon's one of the few people I just don't want to play against, so he's a tough laner.
Absolutely. Really difficult to deal with. And I think the thing about him too is that he can fit whatever role his team needs him to play in, right? Like in this game, he's probably just going to go for some of those more like drum, BKB oriented build, move around the map and see how it goes. But already Ice is continuing to level out the pain in this bottom lane. As Arrow going to connect. Some more damage just continue to be laid out onto Savage.
Yeah, they know he used his early leap, so all this damage is pretty free. And I agree with you, Moon. I think this game, honestly, he's almost the third core. I actually think Ice is going to be greedier than him. Obviously, 23 Savages, so be interesting to see what Moon does with so little.
Yeah, it's definitely something the panel was talking about is the need to do it. But Gyrocopter already 6 and 7, 7 denies.
And look who's here, middle.
Oh, got a tune. Hide away.
He's like staying next to the creep DJ. He's like, you're gonna have to move. I love the TP from the Ogre.
Oh, that's really nice. That's gonna be savior. Can they get the toss back on the Ogre for enough damage? Looks like he's gonna be able to walk away.
That's a smart play though, because like he's just kind of stuck there. But because the Ogre gets there, he knows he's safe. And yeah, smart play by Prada.
Oh, Widge really wants to get rid of this creep. They know. Ooh, he's gonna take a beating for that one. Oh man,
feels real bad. And look at he's still getting the lightning. That creep, the Harpy Stormcrafter, she is pretty good. Better than most heroes, actually. Like look at that. Look at how spammable it is. Oh my goodness, one more spam available.
Well, and the other thing too is if you want to, you could just run it back to the fountain now, and then pull it out again.
Definitely can.
See if he decides to do that or not. But already a good amount of harassment leveled out, and dude, Ice. Oh, forces out the rage.
Yeah, and I don't know about this. He still might just go down. There's a Mango. He's dead.
Dude, Ice is killing it.
Yeah, and I mean, we actually were talking. Ice, he looked rough yesterday. He looked rough 2 days before as well, but today, he is just destroying this Lifestealer's Timber.
And I mean, again, this is like, obviously gets the first kill, but then it's Tiny that leaves the lane, and he's doing this amount of damage solo. Part of that, I'm sure, also has to do with the fact that Prada had to rotate mid, and so Ice feels like he can be that much more aggressive.
Yeah, and they're actually going to TP the Tiny top from the Chen.
Okay.
But it looked like they might have ganked top. He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to head middle instead.
Yeah.
There's a double damage rune top that'll be scouted by DJ. But the Mirana won't get it.
Yeah, take it out. And does he have any leaps left? Widge, one more leap? Okay.
That's one more, but using any of those level 1 leaps this early, it is a real big pain.
Oh my god. Greedy.
No spins. There's one.
Hoping to make some stuff happen here.
This should be a kill. He's got boots.
Yeah, the chase down's real. And Jab's going to try and get away over to the tower, diving underneath. Greedy eats the tree, and the slow but steady burn down comes. And that was a Wraith Band that he was bringing back for Savage.
Yeah, I was about to say, he actually recalled the Tiny, so the Tiny had the Wraith Band, gave the Wraith Band to the Chen, and then the Chen just died. 23 says, like, where the hell's my item? What, I wanted this like 2 minutes ago. And the 5-minute runes doesn't look like much congestion from either team, if that's even a word.
Dude, it's definitely a word.
Okay,
congestion. That's what happens with traffic.
No, congestion.
Oh, okay.
We'll go with it.
I was trying to run with it for
thanks.
a second.
Thanks for making me look smart.
Dude, Fnatic get 4 runes. Actually, Unknown was able to get that one. So 5 minutes. Nice little start for them there.
And yeah, this is looking rough. The only lane that's really going okay is top lane, but you say that, and the Void's the top CS in the game. Obviously, Axe right behind him, and they got that kill, but bottom lane's just all ice right now. And middle, the Gyro's actually getting kind of bopped. I'm surprised. 24, well, not surprised, but it's 24-18 to 13-12. Surprised the Gyro's so many denies.
He was able to make that happen early, but yeah, since then, Viper's kind of been giving him the business. As DJ throws out the Avalanche to get a little bit of space, and the call, turn around, can't quite get it. Savage gets the jump away, and they're going to use that glyph now to get the pressure onto the tower.
I like it. The 1-1-3 build. If he got one more spin, possibly might have been the kill.
Chase. Greedy gets hit there. They have another one. If he does another persuasion of a creep, they can make the kill happen, but won't happen now.
An interesting rotation. I guess they just feel... The Tiny, actually, it's strange, because he has nowhere to go. He could just go bottom, but Ice is like, I don't really need you down here. But he can't really do anything middle. Like, Viper's one of the few heroes. You can't really toss in her in tower and kill.
No. Yeah, it's pretty tough to make anything happen against Viper right now. Saving that scope point to see if he wants to go for his Viper Strike or not.
Yeah, because you've been thinking about it. The Lifestealer's doing fine bottom. And, oh, it's going to be a rotation from the Viper.
Okay, Chase comes
Into
through.
the
The
arrow.
arrow connects. Good bit of damage there, and that's going to be a huge kill. So Unknown looking pretty good out of the gate here.
Yeah, they take the gold lead. I mean, I was going to even talk about it. The Lifestealer might have died twice bottom, but he's out CSing the Timbersaw now.
Another call used, but they're going to get the quick jump away and throw out the Pearl Boulders from those golems. So, yeah, it looked a little bit rough at the start on all of them, but now much better.
And this is how it should be. I think that Unknown has the better laning phase. Like, they should be punishing Fnatic's greed, right? You have 3 very greedy cores. You have a Chen and a Tiny. You should be honestly winning these lanes, and they are now. And if this Viper gets a quick Atos, pretty much nobody's safe. The Timbersaw is definitely not safe. It's going to be scary. I think this Viper could very well be a problem for Fnatic.
So with this like very greedy lineup that we've been talking about from Fnatic, is it the type of thing where you get to the late game and it's like an auto win, or do you feel like the Unknown can still play as we see the kill there onto Axe?
I mean, if 23 Savage just kind of is able to go to the jungle undeterred as we see bottom, should be a kill on the Ogre. I feel if 23 Savage just has a good game, I think it is honestly a free win. You get a 6-slotted Void. No one on the other team truly deals with them. I guess a 6-slotted Viper, you know, you just throw the poison under you. But it's tough. I do feel this Void Gyro is just late game. There's not much you're going to be able to do versus it. But you have to get there.
You see Lifesteal now going for that Midas, has the recipe done. Needs to get towards that gloves as DJ sort of stalking him. Off to the side with Moon in the area as well. See if they can set up kill here. As Infest is still on cooldown, 10 seconds.
Will be level 1 Rage. Not like instant TP, smart play.
Yeah, they know that rotation could be bad.
And I like it, they ping the top tower. He kind of wanted to head up top anyways, so doesn't waste too much time. Even as the Lifestealer, he'll be able to get his Midas from these creeps and then just push top tower.
Chronosphere used. Looks like it wasn't able to be to that great of effect killing off Greedy earlier. But nonetheless, does give Unknown more space now to put the pressure on as the rotation comes from the Timbersaw. They got that Hurl Boulder out again. The arrow connects as well. No, it doesn't connect onto the creep, but they still find that kill.
It did at the Timbersaw, but his Whirling Blade was already out, so it just kept melting on him.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a nice rotation because you rotate Ice top because you know the Lifestealer rotated somewhere else as well, so they wanted to bring him up there anyways, and he just gets a free kill on a pretty farmed Axe.
Gyrocopter still looking to make something happen. As you talked about at the beginning, probably going to be playing more in the role of almost a 3 position in this game.
So. I wouldn't doubt if he even starts going like we see Treads Windlace, he might honestly get some like a 4-stab. He is kind of the guy who just sits back. We'll see. He's a very greedy mid player as well though, so might still go for those more damage items.
DJ in the meantime already has Tranquil Boots, going back for the Windlace Blink Dagger afterwards. And the pace of the game so far somewhat favoring Fnatic if they do get to that later stages, but like we talked about, that Midas is going to be online for the Lifestealer as well, and probably going to try and hit a timing around that Radiance.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, honestly, we've already seen one Chrono, but the first big team fight Chrono where you do have this 3v3, 4v4 kind of skirmish. What can you get out of that? Because honestly, this Viper, I would say, is, unless you 4v1 or 5v1 him, he's reasonably unkillable right now.
Yeah.
Level 3 Nether Toxin, level 2 Corrosive Skin, has the 2 crowns, and he's 800 away from an Atos.
I mean, you can kind of tell what it is that Unknown want to do just based off that skill build for the Viper, right?
Yes.
He decided, I'm just going to go back and max out that Nether Toxin, get the farm in, and that'll propel me to my item, which is going to allow me to fight, and then I'll probably go back for the Viper Strike.
And it's a tune. I mean, this guy, he's playing a Viper, but as we saw in those first phase bans, ain't no one going to give him no Meepo, none of these Tinkers. They're just going to ban these heroes out against him. The Huskar as well.
Here comes the pressure, though. Back towards mid. TP coming in to the side as... see if they can catch anybody. Now Greedy just trying to get those creeps. Well, down bottom. A little bit of a setup. They go for the solo Chrono onto Ogre. Should be enough to get the kill as Avalanche Toss comes out.
Are you ready to run? Okay.
Okay.
It's a kill, right? I mean, as long as you get a kill with it, but he does have his own Midas flying down. His is a little bit better because he already has Treads, so you're going to have the Treads Midas on the Void. On Lifestealer is Brown Boots. He does have his phase boost coming out now, and it honestly is very, very even, but I think this pace does favor Fnatic middle, though.
Big old jump there onto the gyrocopter. Hand of God not nearly going to be enough to save a life. So the reveal of that Atos you were talking about.
This is scary, dude. So you have Atos plus arrows, so you have the natural setup, something like, I mean, usually it's like OD with Astral, but anyone who comes to Viper's Light now is just a threat of dying. Doesn't matter how tanky you are, like Ice, Atos into Nether Toxin into Arrow.
Well, and you know, everybody was talking about these super meta heroes that Fnatic have. The one that they don't have is that save. Like, there's no save on this lineup for an Arrow. No Abba, no Legion, no Omni, no Shadow Demon. Like, if you get arrowed, you're just gone on.
You are. All you have is that the Chen heal, which we saw, and it didn't even do that much.
Yeah.
Not a true save at all. And yeah, it is a small lead for Unknown, and they're going to pop the Mirana ulti here and look for someone.
All right, let's see what they can do.
They are running uphill. Luckily, we know they don't have sentries, but I wonder if they do.
Oh, are they baiting the bounty rune? Okay, yeah.
They're baiting. Okay. Why was that bounty rune even there?
I have no idea. It's 12.5 minutes.
And why did they just let Unknown go?
Why is 23 Savage Award? What's happening?
Yeah. This is very weird. Toon is definitely just going to take over this game. I feel Fnatic, they need to pressure lanes. Like, they don't need kills, but Ice, he needs to get shit done somewhere else on the map, like draw heroes.
Yeah.
Which he's trying to do top right now. But that tower's full HP. 1,800 out of 1,800 life.
Grant, I was talking, I wrote some stuff down at the beginning of this tournament. I was like, Fnatic top 4. I'm not feeling so good about that right now.
Don't worry,
not
my
gonna
friend.
lie
I
to
had
you.
him up there as well. So I think and you have the Axe Blink now, the Atos on this Viper. I really do think if Fnatic can weather this storm in the next 10, 20 minutes, they'll be okay, but there's going to be a lot of pressure from Unknown right now. A lot easier to play their lineup. But Fnatic is splitting very well. You see, you got 3 bottom from the Dire. You have this Gyro who's just been pushing out middle, going to the jungle, and top Ice is sitting there. So I think they're happy with what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Is the smoke, though, from the Radiant running top.
They see that Void is down here. DJ was pulled in, so he should still have his TP available if they want to make that move. And Ice up on the high ground on the other side of the map.
But you can't blink uphill. The Axe thought about it, I'm sure. He has the blink, but like, what if you blink up there and there are just 3 heroes? You don't know.
Right.
Until you have that vision.
Yeah, Moon wisely just going to stay further and further back now. Still, it does look like Fnatic will have Hand of God back up by the time the next fight takes place.
They're just winning the vision war right now. Arrow's gonna fly, but yeah, they saw Dire saw it coming the whole time. And these are like 4 hero rotations from Radiant, and they're not really getting anything.
Yeah, they will get that D ward there,
which is nice.
But definitely, this is that time where if you are Unknown, you want to make things happen, and that's a big smoke move made with nothing gained, and Fnatic getting time to come online.
Yeah, just farming all 3 lanes, farming the jungle. I mean, Moon's just chilling, has his point booster.
Another Moonlight Shadow, Sentry Ward still up on that high ground, so it'll scout it out, but the jump in, it's going to be a big call! Connects on it, 2 of them! The follow-up there with the Starstorm, it's a lot of damage, but the Hand of God in the mech, it's too good coming out from Fnatic. The second round now, as Atune gets dropped back in and pulled down to death. It looked pretty, it wasn't.
Yeah, they really did. The Axe got the perfect call, but when it's only a level 8 Mirana, was the only follow-up. Like, you had a Nether Toxin, but I guess that is one of the problems. There's no real burst on this Unknown team if you don't get a lot of like those lucky spins on the Axe.
And I guess that's one of the problems too, is that you've got this like, you know, very farmed lifestealer, but he's not really that big hero to come online at the same time. Like his timing when he's going to be really effective is that Radiance, and maybe needing to go instead of for the big team fights, the smaller pickoff oriented play with like Viper Mirana. We'll see.
You're right, that lifestealer. It'll be curious to see what he does when he gets that Radiance. Bottom arrow flies through, won't hit anyone. And man, Atune, well, he kind of melted when, I mean, we said it, when he was by himself, because he got like, DJ tossed him back, and it was like a 1v4, and he just got absolutely shredded. Is going for the mech, so probably Guardian, Greaves, and X for the Viper.
God, maybe it just doesn't matter with these heroes that you've got on Fnatic. Like, everything's looking good for Unknown, but I think that with this pipe now and Hand of God, like Chen might just be that broken.
Yeah, I mean, Chen pretty much can full heal every hero on the map right now if they're near him.
Oh, that hero's so ridiculous.
Yep. Quite there, then. There's a reason, right? We've been seeing it firsthand. Even Coddle's been let through. Chen really hasn't been, and you're seeing a 5-hero can have such a big impact with not really doing that much.
He presses a button.
Yep.
2 buttons, sorry, mechanism.
Yep.
My bad.
Sometimes, you know, hits the W to get a magic resist creep.
Well, 17 minutes in right now. Tier 1 tower still standing in that mid lane. As Unknown try and farm up this lifestealer, who is the top net worth in the game right now.
He can be very scary, and he's in a pretty safe spot. He's back down to bottom, the quote-unquote dead lane, but because it's pushed back to his tier 3, he's cool with it. Has his relic flying out to him as well. Perfect usage of the Midas.
Oh, beautiful. You love to see it.
One or less seconds of downtime equals good.
Oh, I think they revealed that there was a ward up there, or how did they get vision? It's over on the other side, yes. They get the ward.
23 Savage will take it. And he does damage now. Has the Treads Hand of Midas, Maelstrom going BKB next on the Void. They're going to call, though. They want to look for a kill top. Arrow will hit. They have full heal, though.
Oh, it's not nearly enough. The jump through. They're going to back away afterwards now. Chasing time dilation. Can they find a secondary kill? Doesn't look like it, as there isn't any detection. Oh, and again, can't quite get it done. Chen just too good.
Yeah, he is. As long as the Chen's nearby. Oh, Widge. I don't know about that. Didn't have any leap charges, so maybe just knew he was kind of dead in the water there and goes for a TP. Oh, man, this Axe, he is getting good initiations and the arrow follow-ups there, but they don't have that little bit more burst damage that they really need.
It does, you know, sort of bode well for if you get that Radiance online, which Lifestealer has right now, but you'd love to just see him be able to take that fight with a Lifestealer inside. You blow up that one target.
Oh, yeah. If the Lifestealers are, even without the Radiance, I think it would have been a kill. You just needed 1 or 2 more attacks, and now the Radiance is flying out, but who knows? This Timbersaw has a plate mail plus a full pipe. He is a tanky boy, the gyro. What is he going for? He went just
Aghanims.
Okay. So yeah, they are going to scale very well into the late game, and they're 1,000 gold up right now.
3 to 8, jump in. There's the initiation. Is it going to be enough? Hand of God, not there. 23 Savage goes down. Now the break, the runaway. Now it looks like Ice will be able to escape, but that's the power of it.
You've got the burst damage now, the 1 burst damage you need. Whoa, Burna.
Oh my God, call down, the toss up, and he just gets obliterated. Now Attune is also out of position as they're gonna chase down this Viper. It goes from good to really, really bad. And Unknown losing themselves a couple more heroes, Widge also getting ran at. Greedy just trying to keep himself away. The toss back for the Ogre as poor old Prada is gonna get pummeled and killed off. Ugh, that hurt.
Yeah, you kill off the Void, and you're like, well, it's a 4v5. There's no way they'll go on us. And then all of a sudden, you forget there's a Timbersaw who does a lot of peer damage and just flies through and just bursts you down. That's a little overconfident. I like it. Like, Unknown, they should be playing a little more confident because you need to get that middle tower. You talked about it. It's still up. You got to bring that down. But, you know, killing the Void isn't the end-all, be-all here.
No. There are a couple other cores that are in this game.
Oh my God! Oh no! Bye, Widge. Goodness, they do not like him apparently. I like it. Even Moon tips him like, I don't think you need to do that, my friend. But whatever.
And now they can take the fight. Moon tip him, and now the call. It connects on all of them again. Is it going to be enough damage? No, it's not quite there. Timbersaw just tearing apart Greedy and looking for the follow-up now. Can they find any more? Attune. The walkaway is going to be there. 23 Savage looks to escape. Avalanche toss coming from DJ as they blow up the Lifestealer again. And just when it looks pretty, Ice comes in and puts the kibosh on Unknown as Prada bottomed again.
And that's now the second dunk the Axe has just kind of missed. Like, you want that extra damage because if you get the first one, now everyone has movement speed, and you have a dunk for that second hero that was actually getting pretty low. And man, it just hurts. You're missing levels on some of your heroes, and it's really showing. And the Ogre didn't get a multicast, because if he gets a multicast as well on that Void, he's going to die under the Nether Toxin, but you pick an Ogre, you can't expect a multicast.
I mean, can you just imagine if there was like a Lion or a Jakiro or like one other hero that has like an AoE stun with these Axe calls?
Yeah.
Everything looks different.
It would be, because he's getting good calls. These are really, really good calls from the Axe, but the follow-up, as you say, just is not there. I would say 5. It went from a less than 1,000 gold lead to a 5K lead. And when you have the way greedier lineup like Fnatic has, you're just happy with this. A full BKB on Void now.
Yeah, this is looking very grim. Very, very grim for Unknown. And Fnatic pulling it together. Smoke up.
Smoke versus smoke right now.
Jump in, call, opening. The follow-up's going to be there, though, as the hand of God is going to keep Ice alive. And now Chase, avalanche, toss. There's also a missile landed on the poor old man. Atune separated from the herd as they'll find themselves the lifestealer as well, because why not? Both cores gone.
Yeah, literally the 2 best kills you can get, they get them pretty easily. No Chrono. The Faceless Void will have it up in 5 seconds. They might just do Roche, and they might honestly go for that tier 2 middle. They might just pressure your base. There's really nothing stopping them at this point.
And I don't really know what more you can want out of this lineup from Unknown. Like, what else can you do?
With what you have, I think the Axe has been getting some pretty decent calls. They just don't have the damage. There's the Aegis. They actually give it to the Gyro.
Okay. I guess he can just be the one standing in front with like his Aghanims hitting towers.
He does, even without any other items. Just you do slowly chip away at those towers much quicker than anyone else.
Basically a double damage.
Yep. And well, they ping out top. This Axe we see, he's trying to cut creep waves, just do anything he can. Level 14 has the Blade Mill. We saw it last fight.
Yep. Trying to get towards that BKB next. As they have found Moon, a nice little chunk of damage, but it's only the lifestealer there, and they still have the Aegis afterwards. Burn through it once. Now do we have a round 2? Greedy trying to walk away. The avalanche toss onto Viper. Heal back up. Coming from that mechanism. Things looking somewhat okay as they manage to take down the Chen. So not going to be a ton of heal coming afterwards as Atune still tries to back out of their Lotus Orb. Laid down now onto the Void as the BKB, and there's going to be the Chrono follow-up as they've connected onto all of them. Mirana, poor old Mirana caught as well, although the turnaround with the call, is it going to be good enough? They're trying to kill him off. Ice, brought down to about a 3rd HP, but they can't quite find the finish. He walks away, and the Lotus Orb is going to stop any chase, it looks like, as the chains comes out. Still slowed down, but there he took him down! Oh no!
God,
he can't find the call! Oh God, it hurt.
Oh, they do get the kill, which is still good for them, but you definitely probably didn't want to lose your Axe there. That would have helped him get his level 15 close to the BKB, but surprisingly an okay fight from Unknown.
Yeah.
The start they had, the Atos arrow, as long as you don't have that Lotus Orb taking off the Atos, it's going to be a guaranteed hit every time still.
And I guess that, like, if you can manage to kill that Chen sort of at the start, that changes the complexion of the fights.
It does. It's not like pretty much every hero on Dire has a cheese if Chen is alive. Everyone gets a cheese. I mean, you don't get the man to be at the HP. You kill him. It really is just you don't have that extra life that you're used to playing with.
Yeah. Well, 25 minutes. Let's see what these runes look like. Switch trying to get a little sneaky up on the top side here.
See, DJ there as well. They're both just a bit, and he knew. What a play. Can he get away?
Yo, Witch got it. He got the rune. Witch got the rune. The great. No, it's not going to be enough. Dual Scepter.
Just goes down. He did get the rune, as you say, so I'm sure his cores are like, thanks. He's like, man, why'd I do that?
That's such a classic.
So Sax is level 15 now, actually a higher level than the Viper, getting close to the Guardian Greaves.
Yeah, he needs that extra survivability. We saw how effective having the extra mech can be by the Viper in that last fight. But now the big thing is going to be, of course, taking this next engagement around what I'm assuming is going to be the next Roche. I'm not sure. Like, for Fnatic, they just pressure for the top tier too?
Because it is a while away, but as you said, I don't think Fnatic should feel that pressured to do anything. Could they? Yeah. Do they need to? Well, they're going to look for this Lifestealer. Chrono is up, and, well,
okay.
They get both.
They bring him down, though. It looks like it. Avalanche toss. Take him down quick and easy.
That's a bad move now. Because now, look at middle lane already. They're actually going on a 2.
Oh, no.
And they bring in DJ.
All right, yeah, they could just kill them all. Okay.
Waste the TP.
That's pretty bad, as Atune is going to also drop. And, well, no buyback on the Lifestealer or the Ogre. It might be time to party.
And I understand why Unknown did that. They wanted to be greedy at the most farm, but I honestly don't think their 5v5 fight is that bad, and now you don't even give yourself a chance to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, like trying to pressure that bottom tower, the bottom tier one by Lifestealer, just didn't end up working out for him.
And that's why the panel talked about you picked the Lifestealer when Void was still in the pool. Void doesn't give a shit about your range. He's just going to chrono you, and he's just going to kill you.
Yeah, there's not anything you can do. And even if you don't have chrono, there's a good chance that you get a bash.
It's going to be an arrow. Does hit on Gyro, but it's a 2v5, so you're probably not going on him.
Oh, okay. Or they're going to go in on him. Greedy tries to take it down. It's not nearly enough damage. Everybody was back up in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Just wait. Oh, they might be able to wait this out a little bit longer, though. Arrow does not connect on the Ice. Greedy looking for another opening, but he won't have the blade mail. The jumping coming from that Lifesteal, trying to take down the gyrocopter. Is it going to be enough? Yes. They find 1 kill, dead for 60 seconds. Can they find any more now? Widge will have another arrow in a couple seconds. We got time dilated, so it's going to be on cooldown, and that might be a free pass for Fnatic to get out.
They want to at least get the creeps, get something, and they'll clear out some of Chen's creeps.
Yeah.
I'll say this is a nice level for Lifestealer. You're versus a Void and Gyro. Neither one have MKB, so now you have the Radiance evasion as well as your 20% at level 20. So it's not just a guaranteed kill anymore with the Void, which is nice.
Yeah.
It is a 9k lead, obviously, still. And you did lose the melee racks, but this Axe, honestly, Greedy has played amazing. He is getting very, very good calls when they need him every time.
And that's the thing, like, nobody expects, all right, they're all dead, we're going to jump on you now, but that got them a gyro kill.
It was, and it was close, because with that blade mill, the BKB, he knew he wasn't going to die. Unless he somehow got bashed 12 times in a row, he would just be allowed to walk out, and he defended. They almost defended the full set of racks, but not quite. But man, now this Void, you just look at the net worth going further and further up, going Satanic next to try to secure it. Just make sure you don't die.
Yep. And Lifestealer is getting, fairly up there in terms of the farm as well. Going for a BKB next for himself, it looks like.
Feels bad that you're forced to get that, because
Yeah.
that takes away a lot of your damage. And you have a Manta already, because Manta is just kind of a farming tool, and, I'm going to remove something off me. BKB, these aren't big damage items. You have to go Manta, BKB. You're not hitting that hard.
You have to, get the bait out of the chrono with a Manta Illusion play or something. You know what I mean?
You got to do something crazy with it, for sure.
Yeah. But nonetheless, this will take a little bit of a breath here. 10,000 net worth lead as we get close to that 30-minute mark. Unknown definitely feeling behind.
Yes.
But it's not necessarily the end of the world. As you can see, 75% right now on win probability. Not the worst.
It really isn't. I mean, the thing is, they're not sitting their base. Greedy's farming the enemy team jungle. They were farming their own triangle. You can't just sit in your base and hope, get a big call will win the game. You do have to continue to farm. There's Guardian Greaves now in the Viper, which is very, very nice.
Definitely. And Greedy going to cut the wave here. They immediately glyph it, and
yeah, they boots at travel, cancel it, so the Axe will TP out, and they scared him enough.
Yeah.
Should be the last tier 2 top lane.
Keeping the pressure on. Looks like they're going to take this tier 2 for free. Lifestealer is pushing the bottom lane right now, but does have a TP available if a fight does happen to break out. And it does feel like right now Fnatic, after taking a little bit of a stumble, granted they did get that Rax, but lost a gyrocopter, they're going to wait for the Aegis.
Yep, I think it's smart. I did say I like how Unknown is playing outside the base. I don't think you ever take a fight outside the base, though, because you do have, your heroes aren't, great base defense, but you have the Axe, and oh no, there's going to be a toss back. Nice 4-step back over. I'm surprised Prada even has a 4-step as the 5 Ogre in a game like this, but
yeah,
saves him.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not. And that's the thing. Dire is a little bit scared. If this Axe gets a 3-man blink call with Blade Mail BKB, you are in a lot of trouble, so they're not going to risk it.
Yeah. Moonlight Shadow right now. Lifestealer is showing in the mid lane, so I'm assuming Fnatic are going to play it a little bit more safe at the moment, although...
Oh, hello.
Oh, walking up. Jabs. Drops down the Sentry Ward. That should be the end of it there.
Yep, they can just camp this high ground, and as you said, wait for the Rosh. We know it'll respawn in a minute. The teams obviously will have to wait a bit, and we'll see if they want to scout it out, and they'll just send it creep in there. Makes it nice and easy.
I mean, part of the thing that's just so strong about this, or rather the Fnatic team, is that, you know, you got bots on the Timber Saw, you've also got Chen that can recall people, so you don't have to be that worried about the split push game. You can kind of just keep somebody back all the time and bring them in when you need them.
I didn't realize how farmed DJ was. He's out farming the Axe. He has a Solar Crest Yule's Blink Dagger and 1,000 gold.
It's almost level 20.
Yeah, he is having a great old game on this giant rock.
Yeah.
And Prada gets the D ward, but now there's a lot of heroes.
Force staff away. See ya.
Prada's playing him right now without Force Staff.
He's got to do what he can do. Greedy almost got caught there as well. Man, they're playing it really close to the wire here, but this is all space for the Lifestealer to push out lanes.
Yep, he is trying to get bottom pushed out, try to get that heart. Has 4K gold now on the Lifestealer. But the problem is, doesn't really give you too much until you get that full heart. Like a Reaver doesn't feel that great. You do need the full heart.
No. Do you like the idea of a heart as like his item?
I mean, yeah, he's going BKB after all, so I mean, I don't hate it. It just feels weird that you have to go these defense items. You are going to run out of damage at some point on the Radiant side. Like, once your initial Viper goes out, the double Star Storm, the Axe Blade Mail, like, you're just going to run out of rage, and then you have the BKB, but they might just hit you through it.
Well, arrow comes through a little bit off the
Prada,
mark.
he has Force again.
Like, you're not tossing me. Jump in cold, open the Chronosphere to turn it back around. That's keeping him alive a very long time. Widge on the outside throws out the arrow. A good stun, and they find the dunk. Moon is dead. Buyback coming. He can get recalled in a second. Buy that Chen in a second if they want it. And while Prada is stuck up on the high ground, acting as a ward, gonna TP away afterwards. Gets out with the invis. Fine and dandy. Yes, please. Now the rest of them, can they escape? Gyrocopter jumps back in, another big call. If they can kill him here, it's going to be a dieback. Big win right there for Unknown, but now they need to back away afterwards. Greedy trying to escape. Viper is dead, and they've already lost two. Huge win for Unknown.
They do. Greedy ends up going down. If they can find DJ, though, they have the Spirit Vessel. He cannot blink away. Does still have a Yule's and a blink. But the Radiance, it's going to be close enough. He might just go down here.
Oh, my goodness gracious. The chase is there. The arrow connects.
Wow,
and Unknown making it happen.
Dude, this Axe is legitimately just carried him this entire game. Another perfect blink call on the backside. And the lifesteal, the BKB choice worked. They got their BKB. He had rage while he was chronoed, and then when chrono went down, he BKB, and all of a sudden, the Void's attacking two people who just, he doesn't really do anything to. Man, I can't believe how well Greedy's playing on the sack. So, and now they're just going into Roche, at least Lifestealer is.
I mean, there's no way they can stop this. They don't have Chronosphere, like, Gyrocopter's dead for 40.
It is a slow take, though, the problem, right? This Lifestealer's build isn't, I mean, Lifestealers in general don't really build Roche taking lines besides medallions, but here we go, buyback from DJ. Axe alive in 5.
This is really deadly. Again, a best of one. How many times have we seen games get thrown at the Roche pit one way or another? This Ice is there. Roche already down to about half HP. Greedy and Attune are not with the rest of their team, and Gyrocopter is up in 20 seconds.
They are coming now, and there is a full Solar Crest on the Mirana as well, so they've got items.
This is really, really deadly. Walking in, Chronosphere is still a little ways away. They've got the Chakram in the midst of them. Avalanche toss. They got the BKB out, and they get it in time. They get it. Aegis is there onto the Lifestealer. Now the chase forward, looking for more. The call is out, but it's not doing enough damage. They need to back away from here in a second. Lifestealer still living, feeling fine, and they get it.
That's completely worth it. Prada did die and buy back, but you don't care. You not only did you got the kill, you got the Aegis, you deny it most importantly from this Void or this Gyro, because that's how they siege buildings. They just want to slowly do it with that Aegis, and they don't have it now. So even though they're down 9K, Unknown not feeling honestly that far behind at this point.
Faceless Void did manage to get the cheese, so he's got that one for now.
With the Satanic, which is nice. Yeah.
But Gyrocopter and Tiny don't have buyback for the next 5 minutes.
So yeah, they need to be careful. And Prada saying hello to him. Yo, what up, dogs?
Prada is just does not care.
I love it. Bloodlust plus Tranquil Boots. He's moving at 472.
Like, all right, I'll take your missile, guys. Head out of there.
As you said, though, you gotta be careful. If you're Fnatic right now, they're still playing a little aggressive, and if you just lose Moon, all of a sudden, you're gonna lose all your outer towers, possibly at tier 3.
Well, double catapult wave, but high ground vision right now for Fnatic. Is warding gonna be one of the things that is their undoing?
He wants to kill the siege unit, and he pretty much does. Nice job by Ice.
Alright, dodges away from the arrow, still looking for an opening here. They have Chronosphere available. 23 Savage does have that Lifestealer in his sights. Can they do anything else here? And really close. Ice actually picks up a sheep stick along the way. Greedy Shadow bladed for the moment. Waiting behind, ready to jump if they need to. They're still footsing around here. The call is going to be there onto the Chen, but the Chronosphere. The reaction is there in time, though. They've got the BKB out. Broken, Chase. Can they do anything else for damage? Jabs is dead. They don't have the Chen. He's going to buy back, get the Hand of God. It's not quite enough. And Prada able to force staff his way out of there, but does still go down. 23 Savage solo, but eats the cheese. That's going to keep him alive. Do they have any extra follow-up? Widge wants to back away. The missile's going to connect, and Attune also is going to be the one that hits the dirt. So they lose 4 on Unknown.
Yeah.
The fight was not there.
And a decent start to the fight. The Chrono goes out, but as we saw, the Rage on Lifestealer, BKB on Axe again, but it didn't matter. On the backside, after the Chen died, we've seen it before, right? This is how OG likes playing. Let the Chen die. Who cares? You have buyback. The whole point of you is just buy back and heal, and it worked.
And you know who doesn't have buyback? Almost all of Unknown.
Yeah,
they are really close, a couple thousand gold away on these heroes.
All right, Lifestealer, you gotta move your Assault Cuirass for your Midas here. And yeah, we see it. Nice replay. And 23 Savage. He gets close because here's the call, but they don't kill during the call. There's the heal, and then eat the cheese, eat that fondue. You're good.
That was turnaround. Again, all set up by the solid vision as Fnatic going to step forward and try and take down the second tier 3 tower. Rage up, trying to slow this one down. The Lifestealer, along with the Axe, the only 2 left alive, and it looks like Fnatic are going to respect the respawns.
And man, they somehow defend their base here, even with having no buybacks on pretty much any of their heroes on Unknown. But Fnatic is up 10,000 gold now. They took control of the map. They didn't really get any wards down, though.
Yeah.
I would have really liked if Dire just got anything on the Radiant side of the map, but it's dark.
And at this point in time, too, feeling like could be another round of waiting for Roshan, as around a minute until the Aegis is going to be reclaimed by the Lifestealer.
And, I mean, this Faceless Void is pretty much 6-slotted now. You're getting to scary territory, almost level 25 as well. With that MKB, still can't really man-fight the Lifestealer, but kills anyone else. Okay.
Blade Mails, just, you know, to look cool for a moment.
You know, kill the Sentry Ward. I dare you to go on me. I'm killing the Sentry Ward.
Yeah, this Lifestealer, or rather, Faceless Void is terrifying. Satanic, going to be a nice answer, but it's also going to be dependent upon Unknown to just try and catch them out before he can get it off. We'll have to see.
And that's the thing, with a hero like Mirana, you always have that chance to maybe get this random 5-second arrow into a kill. But on the other side as well, you have a Tiny who, you know, it's tough to base siege unless you somehow toss one player out. You have that element on both sides. Yeah, I really do. The Tiny has a 4-step no, going Ethereal Blade next. Ice. A lot of level 25s in this game pretty early, only 40 minutes in.
Yeah. Well, and you did see there as well, like, the decision-making by Unknown, you can tell that they're just so focused on that Chen. They decide to jump him with both the Lifestealer and the Axe, and I can understand that desire to, like, take him out of the fight before the good Hand of God can come out, but with the buyback, it makes all the difference in the world.
And going a little bit different creeps on the Chen because of that. Has the Ice Ogre as well as the Wild Wing Rippers, so we see all these magic resist, but he's like, you know what? I need armor. They've got all physical damage. Let's get some armor up in here. I like it.
I mean, it even helps for, like, you know, the Void and stuff as well. The Blade Mail, it's obviously going to return physical damage to him, so it's a good way to help deal with that as well. Just get extra armor on everybody.
It is, and they're going to smoke up Fnatic. They definitely smell some blood in the water. They are going to scan, and it will connect.
Had an Arcane Rune on this Tiny as he's ready to party. They are getting touched there by the Radiance. Shadow Blade for Greedy. No vision right now.
I like where they're waiting, though. Unknown in a good position here. And Fnatic knows, because they did scan and it turned up red. They're like, they have to be up here.
Gem, reveal, onto him. Axe getting caught at the start.
Back, there's a monitor on the ceiling that I'm looking at, and yeah, I got back in the game, so we're good. Hell yeah, not too bad.
Lovely crotch shot. Let's see, we got 13,000 net worth lead, and the only thing it looks like we missed was the axe going down.
Yeah, and we saw it at the very end there, so it's pretty much Fnatic has completely controlled this game. All they really be scared of is an axe jumping on him. Now that he's dead, they can play a little more aggressive. It is always going to be hard to go high ground with that Chrono because of the axe being there. We'll get that call. As long as Chen has good position, though, no, they should be okay.
2 minutes. 4 staff picked up now for the Chen as well. We have, 180 GPM.
Hey, he's got, feels very good, especially the Chen, because the thing is, you're not killing creeps. You're just telling them to come fight. You're like, I'm not even getting gold for this, but now, you know, you're getting some. You're getting 2 wards a minute.
Health regen for the axe. I'm surprised Fnatic weren't able to get more out of that.
I agree with that. Just kind of playing very, very safe. They really want that Roshan, and it's a quick one. That circle is already done. Roshan's going to be up in 1 second here.
I mean, they don't have Chrono for 20, and they get something done in that duration. It could be a big moment. Opening, Greedy jumps forward, gets the call. There's no Chronosphere. The follow-up, the hand of God, tough heal, but it's not enough. They kill him off, and now Broken. Ice, in a little bit of trouble as they want to chase him down. They do have a buyback on the Void, but it looks like they're instead going to get the toss up onto the high ground. He's going to be stuck there. Hey, how about you hang up there for a little while? Oh, but the toss pulls it back in because he threw it after the blink came out, and, well, they keep on trying to clip him. But this AEG, that guy's going to get down in a second.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. My bad.
I know, you're good. But it's like, it feels like the Tiny's just like clowning around, but they have not won this game on any stretch. Like, we're just seeing this Lifestealer is almost a guaranteed kill every time on one hero. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, and I mean, this looks similar to what we saw before. The call is there. The fall, can they have any damage on the moon? The BKB comes out though. Satanic status resistance, so freaking OP. And everybody's separated on the side of Unknown as they find that Chronosphere. The BKB still active. Really looking for the Maelstrom proc is breaking him. He has the rage in a second if he can get away, and that's not going to happen. They do have a buyback on that life suit.
Has to use it.
He's got to run. Does have the blink in a second, but the Hex is already there. Looks like that's going to be the end of the engagement. But Chronosphere down.
Honestly, I mean, you did lose your Lifestealer, which hurts, but Lifestealer for Chrono, I'm very curious if they actually like play aggressively in this Roshan. It looks like they want to.
Only buyback for the Dire right now is on the Chen and Gyrocopter.
Wolf goes in, scouts it out.
Chase looking for the follow-up of Toon down to half HP. He's back, but the call, it comes down to Toon. He's gonna go down, he's out of there. Can they kill him off in time? It's not looking like it's gonna quite be there. 23 Savage able to get a walk away, and now the follow-up coming. Tons of damage. Greedy looking for a call to just get himself out. Needs to escape, but the thing is, it doesn't connect. The toss back, he gets the Timbersaw away, and DJ is literally trolling his own team right now.
They can't go to Roshan because Flipper didn't buy back right away. I think they just knew he doesn't have it. Because if you have a buyback, you're buying back and TPing just anywhere. And since he has it, this should be a free Roshan.
Yeah, they can't really get in. They're moving over the direction, but it's happening too fast. And that is the Refresher Shard now. It's going to be taken by the Void.
Sure, he was like, I kind of wish we had the Ags instead. Kind of does the same thing, more useful on the Void. Lower cooldown on Chrono always feels good. But yeah, you really do. I mean, it's Axe, right? We see 23 Savage. He's got to play a little bit more careful. I feel like he's got a Chen behind. This is too easy. He's still getting bursted.
True. Well, we'll have to see where we go next as you can see Fnatic here still looking for a way to close this game out. But hasn't been easy as of yet for Fnatic.
Should be. I mean, this should pretty much be it. Fnatic, they've got everything they need. Moon has got that satanic. Doesn't really do the most. He's just standing there. He's spamming Rocket Barrage on cooldown. He's just pretty hard to kill at this point. Doesn't even do that much damage.
The last tier 3 tower looking to fall. They have the call if they want to use it. A big creep whip moving in. You can feel it. It almost feels as if they're trying to bait it out. The call doesn't hit on anybody, and the chrono is going to fall off afterwards.
What?
Connection is out there as well. A 2 and 2 keep alive. The second chrono catches on to 3 of them, but there's not quite enough damage as of yet. And then they bring him down in time. The walkaway is there for the life stealer. Still living for the moment. The bash, the control, the hand, God, Moon starting to run down low, but he is going to be able to walk away. The Aegis is already down. Now Lifestealer, he needs to do everything and a bit more if possible. They have lost the Viper, but they hold on to the racks for the moment. Greedy, another call, possibly there for the opening, connects. The Lifestealer is following up. They just don't have the damage. And now the follow-up to Shades, it comes out. That guy's able to walk out with the Rage. Off again, Greedy is dead. The buyback on that axe. This Lifestealer is living forever, it feels like, but there's only a buyback left from the Mirana.
He's living forever, but he's not really killing anyone either. The Chen just constantly just sitting here gives him a huge, and they're gonna look, ice. You're not getting it.
It's not enough. There's just not enough damage in the world as the toss comes out, and it is feeling close to the time for Unknown. Type those 2 magical letters as the bash connects on the Lifestealer in the fountain. They don't give a damn, and GG. Fnatic are moving on.
Yeah, and honestly, I would say Fnatic had control of it pretty much the entire game, but it wasn't like this. We're strangling them, they have nothing to do. We saw multiple times. Unknown did win some team fights, they had shots, and if you're a Fnatic fan, you are breathing a little bit easier, but you're still looking at this game, you're like, why was that so hard to finish out? And I do like how Fnatic played it, because they did have a very greedy lineup. They farmed 3 lanes for a lot of it. They did that, and now, you know, Unknown is unfortunately gonna go home, but Fnatic, they move on, and there's only one more match that means today.
But only one more.
Oh, Unknown, God, I give a shit to Greedy, because he played fantastic, but not enough.
Not enough. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head on back to the panel and see what they've got going. I've got peripherals. We'll see what you think.